The month of February 2021 is almost here, and it seems like the first time in a while, we've got a really slow month for video games. Still, if you're just hooked on playing anything new, we do have some new games releasing, so let's break them down. These are 7 of the best looking games releasing in February 2021. Starting off at number 7, let's talk about one of my favorite ones already, Werewolf The Apocalypse, Earthblood. I don't know too much about this game. What I've read about it is that you basically are a werewolf man, but you can play as man, werebeast, or wolf, and you're taking down evil corporations, and there's elements of stealth, action-adventure stuff, hack-and-slash combat, and a story, and just, look at this game. I don't really know what to think about it, but it is one of those mid-level games, you know, not quite indie, not quite AAA, and I always say that we need these types of games. This one is being developed by Cyanide, who has been behind some of the Space Hulk games, as well as Blood Bowl, and the stealth game Styx, so there is that to look forward to. So they have figured out some things like this in the past mechanically, but honestly, this could go either way. It looks like a blast from the past. It looks like a mid-2000s game, and I am all about it. I'm gonna give it a shot. Maybe we'll make a video on it, but it's releasing for all the major platforms at the start of the month on February 4th. Next, over at number 6, we have Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. With this game, all I need to say is that I really slept on it on Wii U. Everyone I've talked to who has said, yeah, Jake, not enough people played this. This is an excellent Mario game, and one of the more criminally underrated ones. And honestly, here at gameranx, we're just happy to see it getting new life on Nintendo Switch. And Bowser's Fury looks pretty insane and over the top. The most recent gameplay that Nintendo has shown off and the newer kind of remixed trailer just makes it really exciting again. I know technically it's like all a re-release, but considering some of us haven't played it, you know, it's cool to look forward to something like this. Also, while we're here, just humor me for a second. Mario in his cat costume, Cat Mario. What's the deal with that? Like, his tail moves around. Does Mario have a tail in there? Is that just the costume? Does he have a real tailbone? I want to know these things. I assume that the game will not answer those questions, but I also assume that somebody else out there knows the answer to these questions. Anyway, what was I saying? This game, Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, releases on Switch on February 12th. Next, over at number 5, we have Persona 5 Strikers. For those of you that don't know, this is a more action combat focused spin-off in the Persona 5 universe, which I gotta say, the Persona 5 universe and the characters and the aesthetic and the whole thing is really awesome. So giving it a bit more splash of action, what you can see here from the gameplay and the trailers, it does look pretty damn incredible. This time around, there's more of a road trip style with your favorite characters essentially on summer break, which means it can take Joker and everything going on here into really interesting places and just give you new opportunities to kick some ass. The combat and working with your team does look really cool, but I'm just excited to get more of that art style, more of that excellent music, and I think that this one is definitely going to be worth checking out if you're a Persona fan. And if you're not, hey, I'm going to say as a new fan who only got into the series with 5, consider going back and checking out Persona 5 for real. Persona 5 Strikers is releasing on PC, PS4, and Nintendo Switch on February 23rd. Now, next over at number 4, we have Century, Age of Ashes, releasing on PC. Now, keep in mind, this is an early access release, but it's been one we've been looking forward to for quite some time. At first, this was going to be January, but it got pushed to February, and essentially, this is the multiplayer lair game, the aerial dragon dogfighting multiplayer game, 6v6 death matches. There's also a 6v6v6 mode if you want some real chaos, and this actually looks pretty cool. The way the dragons are animated, the way you control them, the way they glide and dart and arc around through the environment just looks really impressive. Not to mention, this is just a unique concept for a game. You know, it's taking like that Ace Combat aerial dogfighting scenarios in a completely multiplayer situation, but instead of airplanes or spaceships, it's dragons. They've really got a good idea on their hands, not gonna lie. That's why we've kept our eyes on this for a while, but thankfully with this early access release, we'll be able to see what the deal is, or at least what they're going for pretty soon. Believe it or not, as of right now, at the time of making this video, we don't have an exact date in February, but we know it is dropping February, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Next, over at number 3, we have Little Nightmares 2. This is the follow-up to the, of course, absolutely excellent and pretty terrifying and unnerving Little Nightmares that released a few years back. This time around, the adventure just looks a lot bigger. There's a new setting, there's new characters involved. There was also a demo that a lot of people really seem to enjoy, and honestly, if you're just looking for like a fun, straightforward horror experience with great atmosphere, crazy, large, over-the-top stuff going on, and just overall a deeply unsettling vibe, I really think Little Nightmares 2 is gonna hit just right. I know it releases in February, but these are the perfect games to play around Halloween time. Still, if you want to get your hands on it right away, it's gonna be releasing on PC and the major consoles on February 11th. Next, over at number 2, we have Bravely Default 2 releasing on Nintendo Switch. Bravely Default 2 looks to go back to what fans really wanted, or essentially what they really loved with the original game. And basically, if for a while you've been waiting for like a new JRPG to play on Nintendo Switch, Bravely Default 2 should scratch that itch just with what we're looking at here. The character designs are cool, pretty classic, but really the overall look, the environmental design, and just the overall art style is absolutely stunning. You can completely customize your own team and go along this adventure, and it seems like people are responding pretty well to it because this is another game on our list that there was a demo available. I know fans of the series have been waiting for this one for a while, and thankfully they don't have to wait too much longer because it's releasing on Nintendo Switch February 26th. It'll probably be a good way to round out the month. But down to number 1, we have Destruction AllStars releasing exclusively on PS5. When the PlayStation 5 was initially announced, this was one of the big exclusive games revealed alongside it. And honestly, I feel like I'm one of the only people I know that's really excited about it. I think this looks really cool and just creative and different. You know, I grew up playing weird, wacky games like Twisted Metal and just these weird multiplayer arena experiences. So Destruction AllStars looks right up my alley with just creative character designs and the ability to like do this car combat stuff, but then jump outside of your car and still engage. I think that there's potential for a lot there. Honestly, I am looking forward to this, but this could be a bust. We don't know one way or the other. This was initially a PlayStation 5 release window game, but it got pushed over here to February, and they're changing it to a game that is free to play if you have PlayStation Plus. Considering it is multiplayer focused, and considering a lot of people probably weren't going to pony up $70 for this type of game, considering they didn't really know what it would be like, this may have been the right move. This may be a crucial move, and maybe this could become kind of like a mini Rocket League for some people. Who knows, really? Honestly, it's up in the air, and although this is a February game, this is another game at the time of making this video. We don't have an exact day yet, but keep your eyes peeled, and most importantly, for a lot of these games, we are going to be making videos. I am going to be making before you buy videos, so that's something to at least keep an eye on as well. And before we go, we do have some bonus games for you. The first is Control Ultimate Edition, releasing on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X February 2nd. This is the awesome game Control, which we made our game of the year the year it released, and it's getting all of the next-gen console enhancements, but also all of the fantastic follow-up DLC and content that Remedy released for the game. Not only that, February is also the month of Nioh, so you're getting Nioh 2 finally on PC. You're getting the complete edition with all of the added content. You're finally going to be able to play this game on Steam if that's what you were hoping. And we're also getting the Nioh Collection, which allows PlayStation 5 owners to access Nioh 1 and 2 in all its new glory with all the DLC, all the content, stuff like that. All of this Nioh stuff is releasing on February 5th, and this is honestly an underrated Souls-like game that you should check out. But those are 7 or so of the games that we are keeping an eye on in February of 2020. Not the craziest month, but a couple of weird, exciting things thrown in there, so we're curious to hear what you guys in the comments think. Are you going to pick up any of these games, whether it be in February or later on? Do any of these games catch your eye? Be sure to let us know in the comments, because we'd like to know, for research purposes, what videos we should cater to you. What games are you interested in? So yeah, let us know, but if we helped you out here and you learned about something, clicking the like button is the best way you can help us out. And if you're new, maybe consider subscribing, hitting that notification bell, because we put out videos every single day. But as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.